So I just set up the new Lakeland Collapsible Hay Feeder. This is really designed to hold a round bale, but I'm putting in a square bale right now for two reasons. One is to test it out, and two, because it's kind of early in the season still, and I don't want to waste a whole round bale. We're just putting out the square bale right now for this week, just to kind of test the system, see how it's working, see if I need to relocate it to a different area, and just so that we're not wasting any more hay than we need to. But the good thing about this is that while it's designed to hold anything up to a 6x6 bale, it still works for a square bale, which is kind of nice. So it's kind of an interesting system, and I'm going to show you how it works. Let me drop my glove here so that I can show you. So I can get above it. So you'll see it has this small area that the hay's in right now, but it collapses in and out. So these rails go in and they slide along these and can get bigger or smaller as the bale gets smaller. So you can start with this large square bale. It fills the entire square. And then as the sheep use it, they'll push those rails in and it will keep the hay clean, them from getting on it, and keeps it upright without compressing it too much so that they can still get to it. So far I just put out this square bale. They seem to be working with it really well, which is nice. We'll see how this works as it starts coming apart some. But so far, I think this is a really nice system. I like it. I will say some of the things that I don't like about it so far, and it's both a good and a bad, is that it is very heavy duty. So this is a heavy piece of equipment. Those rails, which don't look like much, are fairly heavy. They really kind of take two people to move, which is good because it means it's going to last, right? It's not going to be falling apart. The bad part is it takes two people to move. So I'm curious to see how this works as we move it to different areas, because one of the things we're going to do is not just keep it in one area. We're going to move it throughout the pasture so that the pasture benefits from the excess hay that is discarded and not used. It can go back into improving the soil. So we're going to move this throughout the pasture during the winter. And in the summer, obviously, they don't need the hay, but the discarded hay will help improve that soil. So we'll see how easy it is to move. I don't think we need to take it apart each time, but how will I move it? And can I do it as a single operator, which is always my goal, is how can an older single woman, and I'm not a single woman, but without having to ask my husband for help, how can I do things? And that to me is a successful piece of equipment. I ask for help as I need it. And honestly, he doesn't mind helping me, but I hate asking for help. So anyways, so far so good. Seems to be working really well. They're eating off of it. Everybody, you can see they can't mess up the hay. They're just getting out what they need. The slats are small enough that just their nose fits through, so they're not pawing it and ripping it through the slats. They're just getting what they need. So far so good. I'll report later.